What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be doing top 5 worst menswear streetwear trends #2. And basically because I saw a lot of people were actually pretty interested in the last video, so I've decided, compile another list. We're going to do it exactly the same way again, so we'll start off with number 5. So at number 5 we have the pattern pocket tees, and maybe a lot of you remember that because I want to say 2010, 2012, so within those 2 years, if you were on Tumblr at those times, pretty much everything you saw that was reblogged was just the pocket tee, whatever side it was on, and it would be floral print, animal print, whatever type of print. And I actually didn't think it was so bad, but pretty much every single person, whether it be some high school student or some unknown brand trying to make it in streetwear, just started ripping each other off and just started making them like crazy. I remember you'd see like one brand, giraffe print, then like 10 other brands on the same website would all have like the exact same print, and all they would do was like change the shape of the pocket. And fortunately, I don't see really that trend anymore. It definitely was a trend because it didn't really last that long. It was just something that kind of happened because Tumblr kind of made it popular. Then, it kind of disappeared extremely fast in comparison to a lot of other things that either are still going on today or, lasted at least a few years. This didn't even last like 2. But yeah, that was definitely not absolutely terrible, but I think it's still good at kind of enough to be mentioned for number 5. And at number 4, it's going to be the t-shirt jersey. And that's pretty much, the random numbers and random name or whatever random word on the back of t-shirts that you've been seeing everywhere. And that was pretty much a trend pioneered by Pyrex, Off-White. So I blame Virgil for that trend, because it doesn't matter what store you walk into, you will see some random t-shirt, some random shirt, whatever, with some name, phrase, and then some just random numbers. And the worst ones are the ones that are printed over like those all over print generic shirts, and then they have the numbers and stuff. Those are even worse. So I don't really understand it. I know there was a brand in New York that used to do it with like fashion designers' names and I think their birth dates. If any of you remember what that was called, feel free to comment below because I don't remember right now. So yeah, that trend, man, is just so stupid. It's probably the most played out thing ever. And then the only reason I hate it is because it seems like everybody who started to make like the same thing, and they were calling themselves like designers, and I was like, dude, you're not a designer. All you do was put like some random number and then whatever the hell phrase on the back. Like they'd put like trill and it'd be like 72. I was like, okay, what the fuck does that mean? And then they didn't even know. They were just putting it because they're like, oh, Pyrex did it. So, they thought they could pull out like, the same thing and make just as much money as them, but they didn't, because everybody, it doesn't matter. You go, like I said, any website, any store, every single up at start streetwear brand or whatever you want to call them pretty much copied what Pyrex and Off-White did. And did they have the same success? No. But you still do see on occasion that one person who will be wearing those, and he kind of wears it. I think the people who buy those are the people who probably can't afford Pyrex or Off-White. I mean, like I said, in brands I'd never wear those brands either. But yeah, I hope that's a trend that does die soon. So hopefully a lot of the major retail chains, as well as some of the more higher end stores, decide to finally cut that trend loose. And so yeah, that one's definitely number 4. So at number 3 would definitely have to be those fucking shirt extensions. And you probably have seen those a lot, maybe 2013, when everybody was still like kind of, what was it called? It's like the street goth thing. Yeah, I never really fully understood that because, all black pretty much does look cool, but that was kind of, that weird era. And I'll get into that for, something else. But yeah, one of the little trends that they were wearing, like the street goth kids, was that those t-shirts, and then it looked like they had a flannel tied around their waist, but they didn't. It was just, the bottom of the shirt, and it was like somebody sewed on an extra piece of fabric, like a bandana, it was that paisley print, and they were extended. Like some of them were roughly 2 to 5 inches, I think it was, And yeah, and they would have side zippers too, which would make it even worse. So yeah, that's something I was seeing like pretty much at a lot of places. Now I don't really see it as much, so I guess it's something that kind of came and went, just like some of the other ones I was talking about. So yeah, I mean, to me, I mean, why didn't you just get the flannel and tie it around your waist? I didn't really see the point of, you know, kind of making like a faux flannel on the shirt. So yeah, I'm gonna put that one at number 3. And at number 2, we have those leggings under gym shorts. And I want to say that that trend probably also started with Pyrex and Off-White, but I'm not entirely sure. I do know the people that mainly wear that are the people who wear like Hood by Air and, you know, Ben Trill and, you know, Pyrex and stuff like that. So how that started, maybe it was because of that, but I'm not entirely sure. So if anybody knows, feel free to comment below. And also if anybody knows, you know, why you would wear that instead of like sweatpants, you know, feel free to comment as well, because I'm not really sure why. Because I mean, it doesn't really look that cool, and you know, it just looks kind of, you know, weird. So yeah, that's definitely going to be a number 2. I don't really have much to say about it, but you know, if you do like wearing it, you know, by all means keep wearing it, like anything on this list, because this is just a list of stuff I personally don't like. But if you like it, you know, continue to wear it. But for me, that's one of the trends that I would, you know, never hop on, and I'm glad I haven't. And at number 1, this probably, for this list at least, has to be the worst trend by far. And that's major retail chains making all over print like socks, like tube socks of Tupac and Biggie. And shit, man, I don't know. I just feel like if they were both alive, they would see it as kind of extremely corny, disrespectful. You know, it's extremely sellout, but then it's not their fault because they're both, you know, not alive. So I'd blame mainly their family estate for essentially whoring out their image. And that's just how I personally feel about those, because that's just kind of, that's just fucking corny. Like, they throw their face on everything now. It's kind of just tainting the image, at least in my perspective. And what sucks is, if you think about it, you know, like for example, like Kurt Cobain, he was anti like establishment and anti like mainstream and shit, and all his images splattered across, you know, like female Forever 21 t-shirts and stuff of that nature. So I think that's, he would be freaking pissed off. But of course, you know, family estates control your image as well as record companies, so they can pretty much put it wherever they want as long as they're going to receive royalty checks from them. So what I'm scared of is, you know, say your favorite artist is, you know, whomever, when they pass away, if their family estate's greedy enough, you'll probably see them on a pair of boxers or something, you know. It's just really stupid to me, and it's a trend I could never get down with. I really hope it ends soon, because to me it's just, you know, disrespectful. So yeah, that's pretty much the new top 5 list for worst menswear streetwear trends. And right now, if anybody's curious, this is a Vibes, oh, right there, Vibes Stussy Theophilus London long sleeve. You can see like the logo kind of on the back right there. And so yeah, this is a Theophilus London long sleeve, and you've seen this hat a million times in these videos, so you already know what that is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, you know, share this video if you want to, and I will be making a lot more videos in the future. And so yeah, just stay tuned. Thank you.